Hey, hi, good evening all. Hi, Raju. Yes, am I audible? And could you just confirm me? My screen is also visible. Thank you. Thank you all. Yes, Rashman. So I placed it in our Google Drive, and you can see same folder in our LMS also. Textbook, no. I didn't place this in LMS, but there is one file called regarding statistics, right? So for the stats, I placed in our module number 4 LMS. Rashman, you can get it from LMS. Guys, I will wait for another 2 minutes and we'll start. Hi, Saurav. Meanwhile, let me show you where did I place. One is you will get here, same link, same link. I just checked, link is same. Okay. And second thing here, you will see SQL Server installation. Probably you can give it try tomorrow. If it's already done, that's good. And here Power Report Server installation also there. Other than this, here we have a statistics, basic statistics. Okay. Oh, here. My bad. Okay, just give me a second. Let me add it. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, just Power BI IST. Just give me a second. Yes, Power BI complete reference. Yes. Let me add this here. So I'm adding this Power BI study material also. So you can give it a try. Where it is. Yeah. Now you see Microsoft Power BI complete reference book here. So in our LMS, what I added the statistics book stats. And module number 6, if you go to connective modes, right, there is a one topic called connective modes. In that module, I added this PDF file, this PPT, SQL Server installation. Okay, just you can download these files. Edureka guest, I just uploaded. Okay, Saurav, for all, you will see that file again in same drive. Let me share you this. Yeah, Saurav, I shared you. Yeah, we'll wait another 1 minute. I see people are joining. We'll wait for another minute. Good evening, Edureka guest. Raju, you're asking for template, Power BI template. So you don't see that if you look at PHP template, web pages template, right? And even for Tableau also we have a template where you can directly purchase template and you can build reports on top of it. Is that what you're asking about, Power BI template? If that is the case, you can Google it. Probably you can get it in Power BI templates. Is that clear, Raju? Hi, Anupama. Not really. No, we don't need to install anything. Yeah, today and tomorrow you don't need to install anything, but on by Monday you have to get ready with that SQL Server installation. SQL Server. I will quickly go through those slides after 1 hour. I hope you all uh, gone through what we have learned yesterday and day before yesterday in terms of bringing visuals into our Power BI canvas. Siddiq, I will take it up your question again. I will show you what you have to install. Okay, just quickly recap what we have on dot. Where is the percentage symbol on the toolbox? Okay, in formats, you will see. You have to first select the measure field or column, and you see here in measure tools. Here you will see the percentage. Yeah, let's quickly recap what we have seen so far with regards to visuals. We have seen this bar chart, column chart, and yesterday I think we have worked on line chart, combo chart. Okay, and we have seen slicers, table, matrix, single card, multi-card. Probably if you look at this last row, right, we are going to look at these visuals in our advanced topics. Okay, again, probably you can give it a try about this area chart and stacked area chart. Pretty simple. You can even, you might have seen so many times about pie chart. Okay, so let's today we'll look at few functionalities what we have in Power BI. Just then again I will take it up other visuals as well. Okay, so to get start with what we'll take today, we'll take the scatter chart. Okay, so guys, first we have to understand for in every visual, what we have to understand in which scenarios we have to pick a chart, a right time to visualize our data in meaningful way. So that is a key when you're choosing visual. Okay, every visual has its own importance. Do remember this. Though you can present your data in the form of line or in the form of bar, but again, it has its own importance, correct? So if you present your data in a meaningful way by choosing right chart, right, that will make easy for end user to understand in better way. Getting? That will make easy for end user to understand in better way. So for example, if you see here we have a scatter chart. So what is the use of this scatter chart? We have too many, but we'll take a couple of benefits. One benefit is when you have a two variables, two measures, probably it could be a quantity or it could be a sales. If you want to compare these, or if you want to see correlation between these two variables, I repeat, if you want to see the correlation between these two tables, Then in such scenarios, you're going to use this scatter chart, sorry. So what do you mean by correlation between these two measures or variables? That means, I think we have seen already ice cream parlor example. Yes or no? If not, let's look at once again. So this is my X bar and this is my Y bar. Here, let me draw this in Excel. Here we have a temperature and here we have a sales of ice cream. Have you seen this one example? No. Sales of ice cream. Okay, let's say temperature is probably 40 degrees. So on that day, I sold around 100 ice creams. Just I'm taking just example. For example, next day, these all are day one, day two, days. Day one, day two, again day two. There is 40 degrees. My sales around 95. I sold 95 ice creams. Again, there was 10 degrees. So my sales went down. Probably I would say 80 ice creams. Okay. If my sale was my temperature on that day around 35 degrees. So my sales around 75, let's say 85, for example. Let's say 30 again, 81, 30, 30, 81. And someday it went to 48. So 103. I'm just taking some random numbers here. Probably on one day I saw 28 also temperature. So on that day probably my sales of ice cream went to around 60, something like that. Okay. Now, if I want to see, is there any relation between day temperature and sale of ice creams? So what I will do, this is just a simple example. In which scenario we'll use scatter charts. Now you see now on top of this, I'm going to add one trend line, which shows me the trend. Basically, this is something about correlation between two variables. So how I can interpret this chart, how I can understand. If temperature, these are the temperature. This is my temperature. And here you can make a note. This is called technically this will be called as a independent variable. That means it's not depend on any other factors. Is it in your hand to change temperature? No, right? It's an independent variable. We call it as an independent variable. And if you see this one, ice cream, this is we call as a dependent variable. You can make a note of this. Dependent variable. That means this variable is purely depends on temperature. Purely depends on temperature. That's the reason we call it as a dependable variable, and this is a independent variable. So I want to see the correlation between these two variables. So if you see on x-axis, again you can make a note of this. What is the uh, thumb rule? Okay, generally this cannot be taught in any institutes or any online tutor also. Probably you can take it as a one extra point. On x-axis, you always place independent variable. Independent variable. You see now this is talk about temperature, right? Temperature is independent. And on y-axis, this is my y-axis. Here you will place always dependent variable. So this is a general practice we follow, or everyone follows the same practice. This is only extra information for you. On x-axis, we place always independent variable, and on y-axis, we always place dependent variable. Again, we know what is independent and what is dependent. So what is takeaway from me? from this chart. If you see, when there is 30 temperature, my sales was 60 quantities. Okay, so when there was around 31 or 32, my sales were something like this, around 80. So if you see, the way temperature is increasing, my sales also increasing. When there was low temperature, probably we didn't add here anything. When there was low temperature, and my sales was also very down. So by looking at this graph, I would come to one conclusion: my sales purely depends on my temperature, on that particular day temperature. If temperature is less, then sales will go down. If temperature is high, then my sales will go high. How do you see? You see, these all are right. It dots are around with this line. This is called a trend line. If you see these numbers, I mean, again, we are not going to the data science domain. So what you can understand, my sales are purely depends on my variable called temperature. This is your takeaway from this. Getting? And another scenario, what you will see, you are going to cluster your customers based on their behavior. Sometimes you can call them as the k means cluster. K means cluster. If you do Google on this, you will understand. K means meaning here, it's an average. It's a statistical word, they used mean, but actually it's an average. K means cluster. Cluster means again what? Grouping. So based on customer, so let's assume you have one customer here, another customer here. Here you have another customer. So based on their distance between these two customers, they will cluster this. Okay, this set of customer belongs to one group. Okay, again there is some algorithm called k means cluster algorithm will run on top of your data. Based on that algorithm, you will see those clusters here, and again that will be in scatter chart only. They are not going to build some other X chart. You will see that everything in scatter chart. So why I'm trying to explain these all things, these are the business cases where exactly you will use these scatter charts. All right, getting? So this cluster will be taken care by this k means cluster algorithm. So we are not going to that direction altogether. So my intention is, please do understand, my intention is to explain this, to tell you business case in real time in industry where we will use this scatter charts. Is that clear so far? Is it clear? So now you all understood business case in real time where we will use one business case to see the relation between two variables. Okay, and another business case to cluster the customer or any product. Getting? We'll use this one. Let's see. Erase all. Let's come back to our Power BI desktop. Here, what we can do now, we'll take this scatter chart, just click on it, you will get it on your canvas. Now here on x-axis, let's add sales, just to see the some visuals. On y-axis, we should always have some numerical data on x and y-axis. On y-axis, let's add some profit. Now nothing is happening. In values, so we'll place customer name here. You see now? Getting now? So there are too many customers. What is the takeaway? How would I understand this one? Let's in legends, let's add what we can add here in legends. Can we add categories? Yeah. You see this now in category furniture blue color and office supplies in dark blue color, and this is sky blue color, or technology something called brown color, whatever you say. So all are surrounded, or all are sitting in only one place, you know. So we don't have proper data to get some what do you call meaning out of this. But you can pretty much understood that okay, these sales, if you see here sales, how you're selling your product, in such way you are getting profit. If sale is high, you are getting more profit, right? In this scatter chart, you will see outliers also. You will see outlier. You can highlight the outlier. What do you mean by outlier? Outlier means you have, let's see who gonna tell me what is this. Say, what is this? Crazy, yeah. Yeah, it's a flower. Say, let's say it's a, okay, it's, let's assume it's a red rose. I have too many red rose here. Wait, took orange. Yeah. Let's say I have another red rose here. Here, another red rose. Here I have another red rose. So I have bunch of red roses, so on. So out of these three or four, let's say, let's place another red rose. Here we have a four red rose. Okay, and there is another rose also, right? Flower. This is in which color? Let's assume it's in a white color. So this will be called as a outlier. Something is not fitting into a similar characteristics. Getting very basic example. You have a bunch of flowers which is in red color, and only one flower is there, but it's in white color. You will consider this as a outlier. Now getting something odd, something weird. Now you understood? Odd one, yeah, odd one. Getting now? Very basic. Let's add some extra stuff on top of this. So when it comes to data, you will see some odd number. It could be because of typo. Instead of he instead of 10 lakhs, he just typed 100, or instead of typing 100, he typed 10,000. Okay, so this will be called as a outliers. Your number is falling between 100 to always. Let's take simple example. What is the average height of Indians? So for example, if somebody asked, I would say an average, let's say 5 point, I will start from 5.1 to, and an average will go till 6.2. This is an average. Let example. Okay, but if I saw in data a person having height something around 62, 60, he just missed this number, a dot, right? Or in same row or record, he entered single digit called 2. But you know that your range definitely fall between 5.1 to 6.2. But data entry guy entered incorrectly this number in database. Then this will be called as a outlier. Your outlier could be a positive, or your outlier could be a negative. right? How we can handle those outlier, it's all again different story altogether. It's a different ball game. But by looking at this graph, look you can identify outliers also. All right. So for example, there is a uh, festival or discount sale is going on in the Amazon. All right. As of sudden, you will see very high sale going above. It's not normal sale. In every day, you will see some set of sales every day. But there is a discount sale. Okay, year-end sale. Now next day you will see your sale at peak level. This will be called as a outlier. So again, whether to consider your outlier or not, it purely depends on your business stakeholder. How we can handle those outlier. Do I need to consider those outlier, or do I need to remove those outlier from the data completely, or do I need to replace that outlier with average value? How I have to handle. So that's again, it's a different topic altogether. So here by looking at this graph, I can say, okay, there is some outliers also involved in my data. You see now, this also we can understand. Well, is it clear now? So we talked much about concepts in this chart because it's a pretty much important, I would say. So if you see here, we added profit and we added sales. Here, if you see, you got some extra option for this scatter chart that is called play axis. If I add here, if I add here, let me say order date, let me add here also here. What will happen? You see now, here I got some play up option here. If I click on it, probably you might have seen this graph in LinkedIn, in other websites. You see, it will display year by year, 11, 12, 13, 14. It's kind of an animation chart, I would say. So this is how you can build your scatter chart. Too much? Is it become very too much for you? Trend line we have, we again, yeah, we can do it, but we have to go to some other place for this. Probably from here you can get those trend lines also. You see here, settings and all, minimum line, maximum, you can set thresholds, average lines. By going here, I can add trend lines. Here you can explore this option. This is further analysis to your visuals. Getting? Yeah, cool. Guys, quickly, could you just give a try this? Yeah. Are you clear with the concept? Concept wise, you can make a note of few keywords what I highlighted: outlier and correlation, independent, dependent. What is it? Cluster. You can make note of those terms and you can do a Google. You will get more idea about it. Okay, what needed for us? That's I already explained. But how you want to identify outliers manually? That's pretty easy. You can do a Google. So let me know once it's done. Independent. Sure. Dependent variable correlation cluster outlier. Okay. Yeah. I just highlighted a few keywords. You can give a Google. Yeah. Sorrow I placed it. Those term. Let me show you. Correlation independent variable. What else? Dependent variables. Outliers. Outliers is you have to do again. Saurav, correlation, independent, dependent outliers. What did I say? I don't know. In on flow, I said too many things. Did anyone recollect? Correlation, independent, dependent outliers, cluster. Yes, clusters. Okay. So mainly you can look at this, but just spend some time to know about outliers. So Saurav, if you look at my screen once again, or and somebody also asked me how to do this once again. I'm just closing this, delete it. Take scatter chart. Here you will see x-axis, y-axis, legends, and one extra called play axis. So in x-axis, let's place sales. I'm placing sales here in x-axis. In y-axis, place profit. So it's always, you should have always numerical data. Okay, x-axis, I placed something like this. Now in legend, I'm adding categories to just bifurcate or differentiate category wise data. In play sales, I'm adding year. The moment when you place this year, right? So how it's coming now? You will get option called. Okay, just give me a second. Okay, let me place customers also. Say customer names here. Why it's not coming now? Mhm. Guys, you give it a try. X-axis, non-legends, categories. Okay, now customer in values. Customer names and values. Now you see this graph. Now let's add play axis. Year in play axis, where we have a year, year. Here we have a year. Let's grab and place it in. You see now. Just click on this play button. It will play. Yeah. Meghana, could you just give it a try? In size, you can place sales also. You will get some big color. You can add sales also in your sizes. You see now. The more sale you have, it will show you big balloon or big circle. Is it clear, all of you? Yeah. You're welcome. Yeah. Can you please say it? Saurav, do you understood now? Olu, I'm so sorry if I wrongly pronounce your name. I will show you something else. I'm gonna bring you some wow factor here. So this is something what you have seen, right? Somebody asking about animations and all. Let's go to this. Get more visuals here. Get more visuals. Here you type animation, animated chat. You take this animated chat. Can you all go to this place? Just give a try. This is called app source. We already discussed this. If you could have, if you fail to go this place, do let me know. All of you, good. You all able to wait. It's asking email. Oh, okay. Then wait, Pawan. Then um, I shared credentials. I don't know whom I shared, but could you just again do a copy paste here? Let me get this one, not this one. Power BI credentials. Yeah, here it is. Guys, I'm sharing here Power BI credentials. Let me copy and paste. Please look at my screen, then you do it. What you have to do? Just look at my screen. You see here my name is displaying. Here in your case, it will say sign in. Let me sign out first. Now you see it will show as a sign in, right? Click on here and sign in. So once you sign in, you will see this box. Here, guys, I'm not going to repeat this, so you have to pay attention. Take this username with domain. Click, just copy and paste. Click continue. You will see one pop-up box here. So here you have to mention password test8123. Copy and paste. Don't type it, copy and paste it. That's it. Once you logged in, you will see as a PBI user. Is it clear so far? Now just give a try quickly. And keep it handy these credentials, because tomorrow we may require these credentials. Perfect. Edureka guest, I don't know what's your exact name, but perfect. Done now. Once this is done, then click on these three dots, get more visuals. This is here, get more visuals. This is we call app source. Here you go, type in search, type animated. You see animated bar chart. Click on it. You simply click on add button, and you will see, you click on OK, and you will see that visual got added into visuals pane. You see here, look at my screen. Animated bar chart got added. All of you done? Is it done? Perfect. Amruta, Arul, and my Edureka guest, Pradeep Sahu, Preeti Sengar. Don't mind, I'm calling out your names just to ensure whether all are on same page or not. Perfect. Cool. Now, just click on it. You get one visual, same visuals, one visual, again here, options. Here you got options, right? So we have to place right dimensions, right measures here to see this visual. So here in names, let's add country this time. Now you'll see in values always measures. If you place dimension here in values, it will give you a count. So I don't want to place any dimension here because I'm more interested to see my sales. Done. Now still nothing is happening. Now in period, we have to put in here again. You see the magic. You see now. It's no animations. You see now? Is it working for you? Why it's not moving? Yeah. So we have seen this kind of chart too many times in LinkedIn. Yes or no? Recently in COVID situation also, government and other companies showed the trend of COVID impacted cities and countries and all. You can configure this much more better way. If you see here, top N, here it's showing only top N. If you want to have top 5 or top 11, okay, you can pretty much configure. Here you can say duration, you can control the limit. All right, here you have a font size to increase the font size. So this is all about, you can say year wise. Here year also keep on changing, like what we have seen in our line chart, sorry, scatter chart. Here we have in bar chart, same thing is happening in different way. Clear? Sounds good. Yes, you can. Yeah, Rishman, you have to just add that year into the filter, then you will get the each year. Guys, is it clear, all of you? Interesting. Okay, I hope you guys are enjoying. Remember, guys, Power BI, this is a very easiest tool. If you're not from technical background, right, don't worry. Do you see any complex coding we have writing here? Most of the time we are just dragging and dropping and we just written some DAX functions. Other than that, everything is in GUI mode. That means graphical user interface. So if you spend some extra amount of time, you will be become a expert in this tool. Yes or no? Yeah, cool guys. Now what we'll see here, let me take few more charts quickly. Let's wrap it up. Here we have a pie chart, right? When you have to show this pie chart, you are going to show this pie chart always. You want to show something in percentages, proportions. Don't add any numbers here in pie chart. You say just place, sorry, I call this pie chart here. Now here, if you see again, we got some more things here. Again, let's add profit in values and legends. Let's add about categories. Now, if you look at my screen now, here, it will show you the percentage of each and every category towards the profit. Let assume how it will calculate internally. Let assume I have it, I got $100 profit. Okay. So out of this $100 profit, $30 profit I got from technology, and office and supplies I got 20% profit. Not just in dollar, it's a 20%. And from furniture I got 50% profit. That means $50, $20, $30. So whenever you want to showcase something is in which is in percentages, then you are going to show in pie chart. Very simple. And this is very familiar to all of us. Yes or no? Or again, guys, do remember we have seen how we can customize or do cosmetic changes in other visuals. Same kind of stuff you can see here also. There is nothing big difference. Okay, there is no big difference. You can customize your visual by going into the format visuals always. Yes or no? Donut chart also pretty much same. You will get one extra hole in mid of the circle. That's it. Getting? Can you all just give a try these two basics? Yes, sir. Of percentage wise. One note for all visuals. You can take any visual that will give you some value, that will bring some visuals, but always remember, right visual you have to choose to present your data. You may ask me, same input or same data I can show in bar graph also. You can do it. That's also possible, but make sure to have a right visual. If that is the case, they don't need to have these many visuals. Only one single graph is enough to showcase all your data insights, right? Perfect. Guys, is it clear? Today, am I going very fast or you guys are doing very fast? I don't know. Because you're proactively doing and you're proactively responding and doing very fast. So now you're so comfort with this Power BI desktop, I guess. Yeah. What about others? Kiran, Ajit, Amruta, my Edureka guest, Preeti, Radha. I'm just calling out only those names who are not responding to our questions. And Siddhika, Sudarshan, Vasanti. Yeah, yeah. Let's go ahead. You see this, we call this a gauge chart. Okay. So when we are going to use this very basic example. So for example, you have already one set target. You have already one set target. And just to see how far you are away from this target, how far you are, how far you are from target, from the target. In fact, if you look at my screen, nowadays I am also writing very perfectly with this mouse. Practice makes man perfect. You see? So for example, you have some target. So and you are started performing towards this. Okay. And it will give you very quick idea, quick view, very quick view. And you can, customize this graph with conditional formatting to draw attention of your business stakeholders. Okay, let's see. Obviously, here you have again values, minimum, maximum values. Just forget about these two. Now, if you see here, we have something called target. That means it's expecting to have a one target here. In our database, do we have a targets? No, right? What we'll do first, we'll place sales and we'll see what's going to happen. Let's place sales here. You see now, the moment I placed my sales here, my visual filling this blue color till here. Why not till here? I may ask one question, stupid question. Why is coming till here? We don't have any target, right? So why is coming till here? Why not till here? Right? Why not till here? What made this visual to stop here? Simple logic is whenever you place your value, any value, so this visual divide into two pieces. This visual will divide into two pieces. This one. So actually your summarized aggregated value will be filled first off, and double of this number will be grayed out. You see here, from where did we got this 25.29? If you double this number, 2.64 is my overall sale. If you double this number, you will get almost same number. Getting almost same number, 29. Now it's rounded up to nearest value, otherwise double the number. So let me repeat once again. Whatever you add value here in values, double the number, it will be taken. Your gauge chart will be taken. Double number, it will do the double. Okay, now we have sales around 12.64 million. So it will fill first off. Remaining of it's in empty. It doesn't, we don't have anything here. Let me erase all these drawings. You see here, this is 50% and this is 50%. And from where did you get this number? This will be, we got this number from the Power BI only. It just simply multiply this by two number. First set it will be filled with the color, and second set it will be in a empty color. Getting now? There is no rocket science here. They designed this graph in such a way to have that visual. Getting? It won't take mini and max values, Nilesh. It will just double the number here as a endpoint. That's it. Yeah, I'm okay. Thank you, Anubhava. Is it clear? Guys, yes, no. Am I audible? Yes, yeah. Okay. Now, so without having target here, it's not giving any sense to us. Yes or no? There should be a target value. Then it will make some sense. Okay, what we have to do further. Let's add one target value. How you can add a value? Simple. Take measure, new measure. I'm simply saying target sum of sales. Shall we take sum of sales? Or let's say one, what we'll do here, we'll hard code the value here. Let's say 4 lakhs, 4, 4 millions. Let's add 40 millions. How much? Let's see. Not this one. Let's say we'll double the number otherwise. Ordered sales sum of. Let's make it as a, I'm just multiplying my sales with 1.3 time. Okay. Let's add this. This is now my target. So I have to bring the target into target values. You see now what I did? I just multiplied my sales with 1.3 mentioned as a target. So that's the reason wherever is your target. So you will see there is a one small arrow. Okay, getting now? So this is your target and you are away from your target, a bit away. Getting? Now again, it will give you more insight or more, we can grab our stakeholders attention if you do conditional formatting on top of this. Okay, getting? Last time also we have done some conditional formatting, right? Yes or no? So let's say we'll add some conditional formatting to this. Otherwise, let me change this one. You can take any number. I'm just taking. This is my target now. So I achieved more than my target. Yes or no? Let's say this my target is now I hard coded. Let's bring slicer here. And in slicer, we'll add some categories. Okay, now you see for furniture, I did some better job, right? I am beyond the target. In office supplies, no, I'm yet to achieve my target. In technology, yes, I achieved my target. What I did, I just hard coded my target value. Earlier, I just multiplied with 1.3. So if I do filter on this, it will keep on changing. So you won't see this kind of functionality here. So that's the reason what I did. Uh, I added here 40 lakhs, 4 millions here. Okay. In technology, I have 4.74 million. That's the reason. This arrow is within our boundary. My sales was greater than my target. If I click on office supplies, so again, I'm yet to reach my target. Can I change color of this? If I'm achieving my target, then it should be turn into the green color. If I am far away from my target, it should be in a red color. Yes, last time we have done some condition formatting, right? In the same way you can do it. Let me quickly do it. I will show you once again. Color. I'm using switch function here and switch with true. Here you see expression. It will always return true if my condition meets. Sum of sales is greater than, I have seen number here, so I can easily mention those values. 4 lakhs, 40 lakhs, huh? Yes, 40 lakhs. Then that should be in a green color or else in a red color. Very simple conditional formatting. Let's see. Say okay. Now I have to make use of this conditional formatting, right? So in order to this, colors. I think couple of days before Saurav asked me, what is this FX? Wherever you see FX, that means you have a scope to enter DAX function there. Wherever you see this FX, you have a scope to enter a DAX. You can pass a measure. Now here I'm not going to see this one format. So we are going to pass a value with a measure. So in that case, we have seen already the rules. So gradient is nothing, just simply you can say okay, then you will get some value. But let's look at this field value here, where I have written my condition I have written, right? So I have to pass that condition here in colors. In colors, I have a condition. If that is greater than 4 lakhs, then it should be in a green color, else in red color. So here I passed my condition. Say okay now. You see now here in furniture, I earned more than 4 millions. Then it became a green color. If I say technology, again in green color because I earn more than 4 millions. Let's say office supplies. You see, I am again far away from my target. So that is the reason it turns to red color. So this is how you can do a customized visual. Your stakeholders simply look at this color. Oh, they are least bothered about this number also. They just look at this color. Oh, it's still in red color. Let's what's happening. If it is in green color, again they are least bothered to talk about this because everything is going very well. If they are more interested to see, again they will drill down to see what is exactly value, what exactly value they have. Getting now? Mark, which one? It's not a. Can we take? Yeah, we can take a break. Yeah, guys. But the target will always move. No, target never moves. Target always fixed. You are setting a target beginning of the year or beginning of the quarter. That's it. If it's keep on moving, then what is the use of having target? Your target is always fixed. So once you reach the target, again they are going to change it for further. Otherwise, it won't frequently changed by any management. We'll take 5 minutes break, guys, and then we'll come back. Thank you. Yes, guys, I'm back. Yeah, definitely I will show you. Yes, here you go. Just give a try this. What I did here, I took this gauge chart. Okay, then I just added I hard coded this value in target measure. Okay, this is 40 lakhs, 4 millions. Then you just drag the target into target values. Then you will see this visual. Next, what you have to do to see a real picture of this, you add another slicer, one slicer, and place categories into this. So once this setup is done, then we are going to we are going to write one measure for our conditional formatting. So for that, what I did, color. Yeah, here we have. So I have written switch function. So this returns always true, whatever it is true. So I made a condition based on my sales. If my sales is more than 4 millions, then give me green. So you guys, if you see here, right, very few cases, this terms will be identified by the tableau and it will return green color. Okay, if there is a small change, then it's going not to turn into the expected color. Okay, in very no few cases we'll write in this way. Getting, so this is a tax formula for color. This is for all. Once this is done, what you have to do, so select this visual, go to again format visual, this one. Here you see colors. Here in fill color, we are trying to fill the color, right? This gauge color, in within this gauge we are trying to fill the color. So what I said, one thumb rule, wherever you see this fx, you have a scope to pass dax function. You might have seen this fx in other places also. So you have to just understand, by looking at this, you have a scope to pass a dax. So here what we have done, click on this. Here we have three options. We already seen this rules. Gradients is simple. You just give one measure and enter small value and maximum value. Then you will see that color will be changed based on that sales value. So I'm more interested to pass this value, because if you written one DAX, that can be applied to other visual also. That is the benefit of having DAX for conditional formatting. So field values, where did I retain that conditional condition? In my colors, right? Took that. Simply say okay. That's it. Your job is done. Is it clear? You want me to show it once again? Nina, I placed that function again. Okay. When I'm creating, Raju saying when I'm creating new measure, okay, my sales column is not coming into drop down. What is the reason? You have to say sum of sales. You have to aggregate that value. When you're writing DAX, this for conditional formatting, Raju, if that is the case, you have to write sum of sales. Is it clear, all of you? Okay, take another 1 minute, 1 or 2 minutes. Let me know once you are done. Someone just now joined. I don't know who is that guy. Kiran, could you just lower your hand? That's okay, Deepali. Can you make it show percentage of target? Can you make it show? Can you make it show percentage of target? Okay, what percentage are you away from the actuals? You can do it. What you have to do? Sum of sale divided by target. That's it. In values, drag that measure. Mark. How do you do that? Actual sale, that is nothing but sum of sales, divided by target sale. Right? Now, make it as a percentage. Multiply with 100, or you can directly go to format and say percentage. Drag that into values. As simple as that, right? Is it clear, Mark? Okay. Guys, shall we go ahead? So again, what else we have here? We'll see map once again. Let's take it few easiest one. This waterfall, you can show this waterfall if there is any variance, ups and downs. We'll come back to this KPI. Fill map, not required. What do we have? This tree map. Tree map is simple, very simple. But tree map also very good chart to bring a lot of information. Okay. So for example, let's take, you have a, how do I say, let's bring that into our canvas, then I will explain you. This is a tree map. Okay. Now let me add category. Let's put segment. Let's segment into categories. So because I have it around 4 or 3 segments here, let's see. Then in details, I want to see by countries. Now I want to see some profit here. Profit. Yeah, here I have profit. Exactly. Now it's good. So now if you see my graph now, my visual, So we have around 4 segments, right? Do we have only four? Sorry, 3 segments. Let me check. 3 segments. Yeah, 3 segments. So we have 3 segments here. Among these 3 segments, it will first divide the part which is contributing more number of sales or more number of profits. In our case, we added profit. So it will show within segment called consumer, we are getting more profit. You see, more area captured by consumer. The area, if you see this area captured by consumer, that means we have a more sale, more profit here. We got more profit in this area. So followed by second rank of segment which earned more profit. This is a second rank, kind of a ranking, I would say. Okay, when you compare with this with consumer, so it will be in, it occupied very less amount of space here. Again, if you see home office, right? Again, it captured lesser than corporate and consumer segment. Why? Because when you compare this home office profit is lesser than these two other segments. So the area which is covered by segments represent the profit of the more profit of your product. Getting? So within this again, what else? That is one point. You can see who is contributing or who is sharing more profit among your segment, and the moment when you place segment or any other dimension, it will capture more space in this map. Point number one. Second point is, if you add some other dimension, some we added details, in details tab we added country. So again it will show you who is contributing, which country is contributing more profits within this consumer segment. So let's say here we have a consumer as a one segment, right? Within this segment, US is contributing more number of more sales, sorry, more profit. Okay, again if you see again, the second highest is France, third highest is Germany. This is second place, this is third place, this is fourth place. It will capture the only space of this tree map that indicates profit, what level of profit earned by or gained by particular dimension, or in our case, in this case, particular country within this segment. If you again see here in corporate segment, this is a different segment. Within this segment also you see US is contributed more profit, and next is France. Here also you see in within home office segment, US is contributed more profit. Getting? If you don't want to see by country wise, if you want to see again subcategory wise, even you can remove this and you can place subcategory also in details. Let's see how it will shows. Now you see now here also in consumer segment, appliance contributed more profit, and storage second number, and third number, this is called binders. In consumer we have a subcategory called binders, it's standing at third place. Again if you look at the corporate, the same thing. So it's all about how much they capture the screen within this visual that represent the level or their ranking in profit. That's it. Yeah, Saurav, that's true. You know why it's coming to left? So more number of profit always shows left hand side, right? Why not coming this side? Remember yesterday or day before yesterday, I told you, it's our human. We are tend to read from left to right. You remember my word? We tend to always read left to right. So that's the reason. So left portion always talks about those things which is in high priority. Right here also left hand side. You have more profit. You don't have right hand side. Now you can connect the dots. Guys, getting? Yes, no? Could you all just give it a try? If it's already done, just do let me know. Oh, wow, done. What about others? Perfect. So guys, let's explore few other topics. I will park this map. Okay. So do you have this all visuals in your Power BI? Yes, no? Let's keep as is. I'm just going to show you something. For that, I need this visuals. You all just minimize this all things. You minimize this all, maximize this. Let's make it very simple. I'm just making this, no, let it be as it is. Perfect. Now, okay. Guys, if you see my screen now, that's okay. No worries. Raju will see tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow or at the end of this class. No worries. It's not that important to have that funnel chart. Okay, guys, if you see my screen, let me add border also. Visuals, border to this. Yeah. If I click on any visual, okay, you first observe the behavior of this Power BI. Now I'm clicking on this December bar. The moment when I click on this visual first bar, you see some of them are grayed out. Yes or no? I will no. Yeah. Now let's make this simple. No, I just clicked on this December. You see now in this sales by ship mode, right? Few of them are highlighted in dark color and few of them are in light color. You see this one? Here also same thing happened. So, but here to have that idea, I'm just deleting this. I'm just bringing this one. I think I'm not sure whether you can see this. Yeah. Let's say I selected this December now. You see in this sales by region, some of them highlighted. In tooltip also it says highlighted some value, and again within this, that is grayed out. It's not actually grayed out, but it's in light color. You see now, once again, here we have only three colors in central. All right. Now I'm clicking on December. The moment when I click on December, within this color, it's divided by two variations. This color now has two variation. One is in dark and another one is very light. Yes, no, you just observe this. Again, come back to this visual. Here also you see one is in highlight and another one is in light color. Two variations we can see in same color. Yes or no? So what's happening here actually? So by default, this is a Power BI behavior. Whenever you select anything based on your selection, other visuals also get affected. Other filters also get affected. If you see in current year sales also, it's 0.50. So I repeat once again, whenever you select any visual, within visual, any bar, any element, based on your selection, other visuals also will be impacted or affected. So what exactly happening here? That means now I selected December. This highlighted part showing data about December. This highlighting part showing about December. Rest of in whatever you see different color, light color, that is for other months. Getting now. Here also the highlighted color, whatever you see, right? This entire data belongs to December. This number also 50 millions, right? Now it's filtered. This measure got filtered completely by December month. Now if I select November, this data highlighted area talking about November. Let's click on some other. Here we have a ship modes, right? Now I'm clicking on standard class and a bar which is talking about 2014 year. Now if I click on this, you see now other visual also getting affected. Now entire data, this data, this highlighted color showing me a value by taking two things into the consideration. That is, one thing is standard class and another one is 2014. This because how it's taking these two elements, because I clicked on a bar which is talking about 2014 and standard class. Confused? If I click on central, my entire data got filtered by central. Let me quickly look at your questions. Yeah, it's not relation exactly. It's we are just doing filter. It's just doing filters. That's it. Yes. Getting guys. Let's say I'm going to make this in different way. Here instead of having these many, let's make it as a category. Simple understanding. Now see. Now this is here I have a category, right? One visual about sales by categories. If I say technology, this entire data, whatever highlighted here two things you can observe. One is one area is highlighted and another area is in lighter color, right? So this highlighted color talking about technology and remaining colors talking about other categories, furniture and office supplies. So this is normal behavior wherever you click other than this uh, card in any visual. It could be a table also. You see now if I'm clicking Africa, right? Now you see here everything changed. Even if I click here, Now it's shown. Oh, yeah, this is a right example. You see now we got only central data because I clicked on central. Again within this, you see now let's click on south. I got value only for south and furniture. Yeah, this is right example I can say. Now if I click on Africa and this blue area, you will get here Africa and furniture. You see Africa furniture. And if you see some other visual, right, it's in lighter color. Getting now how it's happening? Guys, all of you getting? Yes, no? Now, how is there any way to override this functionality based on business requirement? For example, see, let's take same report. So I'm selecting on this technology, but the moment when I click on this technology, my card also getting changed, but I don't want to see that kind of effect. For that, yes, you have a way to alter this functionality. So in order to do that, we have to click on format, click on this edit interaction. Edit interaction. You see, if you overhit that mouse on edit interaction, it says change how visual interact when data points are selected. So these are our data points. So when you select this data point, so it is interacting to other visuals. How you want to interact, you can define that in this edit interaction. How you want to interact with other visuals when I'm selecting data elements, data points that can be doable in edit interaction. Okay, so again, now I'm a user now, or let's you are a developer and you know that your user end user am I know that my end user going to select on this visual. Okay, now I want to customize my other visuals. So in that case, first I have to select this visual. You see now selection in the sense you have to simply select this surrounded by borders. Go to format, click on edit interaction. The moment when I click on edit interaction, let me minimize this. Let me minimize this. Let me minimize this. You see now, the moment when I clicked on edit interaction, you will get two or three extra option on each and every visual. Two or three based on visual. So now this is a graph chart. Here you see three options. Here is also graph chart. You see three options. If you see here, we have a card. You see here, this is a slicer. For slicer and card, you have only two options, but other visuals, you are getting three options. So we'll see each and every option what it's talking about, right? Now my requirement is, now let's look at my requirement. First requirement, when I click on this, my card should not get affected. That is my requirement. So in that case, I am just selecting, just give me a second. In that case, just I'm selecting this chart. Now I'm going to manage relation. Sorry, I'm not so sorry. I'm selecting my this chart. Now I'm going to click on this edit interaction. It's already selected. Now click on it, edit interaction. When I click on edit interaction, you will see option. So this circle says none. That means nothing should be happen to this card when I click on this. This is become a parent now because I selected this. After this, I clicked on edit interaction. And now for to understand, I'm calling it as a parent chart, but technically it will not be called as a parent chart. I just named it. I'm named it as a parent chart. and these all are my child visuals. So when I click on this, so my intention is not to affect this visual. So in that case, I will select this none. We'll see none. You see now it's selected now. Once this action is done, let's click on edit interaction. Now, now you are I just stepped out from this procedure. You remember yesterday also in bookmark what we did last step? We update. We clicked on update. That means you are coming out from the procedure. So if you don't click on update, that means your procedure is not completed. In the same way, so once this activity is done, you have to click on edit interaction. That means you are coming out from the interaction mode. Now you see, now we'll see. What did I say here? None, right? So click on here. Nothing is happening. You see, let's take this chart once again, copy and paste. This is my parent chart. Going to format, click on edit interaction. Now, this is I kept as a none. Here, I don't have anything here. You see now. Now my this second card is got affected, but my first card is not getting affected because I said none, nothing should be happen. So this is my purely business requirement, how my business want to see this. This is one thing. And second thing, I'm making this as a parent chart. I selected this. Parent chart is nothing but I have to select this to do custom to do configuration to other visuals. Click on edit interaction. So here you see here, first option says filter. The second option say highlight. So by default, every visual has this functionality called highlight. Earlier, what we have seen, all are highlighting, right? That is by default. So here first option says filter. Now I'm saying filter. Click on edit interaction. Now see. So when I click on this, now you see it's now filtered by technology. This data talking only about technology. If I select furniture, now this data completely talking about furniture. You see second chart. This is now highlight. This is in second mode, highlight. This is highlighting. This is in dark color. This is light color. This functionality called as a highlight filter. This functionality called as a filter. This functionality called as a none. Highlighting here, filtering here. Here we simply say none. That means nothing should be happen to this visual. Getting? So what is my parent chart here? This is my parent visual. So when I select this, this should be happen. Okay, can I make as a different visual also as a parent? Yes, that also possible. Let assume that this is my parent chart. So if I click on December, right? So you see my this graph now. It's now highlighted some area and in lighter color some other color. That means December is this one. This portion is December. Now I am considering this is as a my parent and rest all are child. Okay. Now I selected this. Again, go to format, click on edit interaction. Now you see now for this now we got options. Earlier we didn't see this three options for this because when it was a parent, you don't see these options. Now see this is my parent chart, right? So for this I don't see any three options because I'm going to make changes to other charts, not to this chart. Here I'm saying filter. In this case I'm saying none. Now you see here I say filter, here I say none. Now to come out from the procedure, I have to click on edit interaction. Now interaction is done. Now let's see. If I select December, now you see this chart now completely talking about December. Yes or no? Here also. This is about November. Here, if you see here, nothing is happening. Did you observe? This area is nothing is happening. You see, September. So what is a thumb rule to understand? Whenever you want to perform some act filter on other visuals as based on other some other input. So you have to first select it, click on format, go to interaction, and you just make changes to other visuals. And at last you click on edit interaction. Again, you can say, okay, boss, this is my main page or parent. You select this edit interaction. Now I don't want to have any, I want to filter out this visual based on this selection, say edit, and nothing should be happen to this and come out from this. Now you select this one. Now this entire set is talking about standard class. This is how you can overwrite override existing behavior of Power BI. Yes, no, getting, just give a try once again. You can spend 5 minutes. Yeah, better. You can explore. You just configure each and every visual by selecting filter and none. By default, it will be in highlight color, highlight filter. Yes, Purti Sharma, please. Do you have any queries? Guys, any doubts around this? Is it clear, all of you? Yes, no, maybe. You want me to repeat once again? It will take all the actions. It will work as it is. So if you make this as a parent and say edit interaction, for this also you are getting. But generally we'll not apply this to our slicers because slicer intention is to filter out your visuals, right? If I say this filter, yeah, welcome. Now you see the very cool features, right? In Power BI, I'm going to see your reports definitely tomorrow. Okay, make it very nice report. We'll see who is doing best job. Now let's see again. That is one point I would like to highlight today. And again, if you see here, filter option, remember this pane is not going to be visible for our end users most of the time. Okay, they may see this, but not fully. They won't see complete functionalities of these filters. They won't see. Okay, but again, you can control this filter pin also when you are publishing this report, right? So this will not be visible to your end user. They won't see this one also. This also will not be visible. Nothing will be visible. So, but here we have seen too many filters options, right? So again, here also you have a filter option. So here we have a three types of filter. One is filter on this page and filter on all pages. And third one is filter on this visual. Yeah, you see now, filter on this visual. This will come when you select visual. And third, filter on this page. Sorry, second. Third is filter on all pages. So if you see here, add data field here, add data field here, and data field here. So whatever you bring here, if you bring country here and place, so based on your country, your visual got filtered. So if you place this country here, for example, you placed country here and you selected only US. So this entire visual shows only US related stuff. If you place this country here, filters on all pages. Okay. So remaining all pages will show data only US related data. Getting now? Three functionalities. Let's give it a try. Again, you can bring dimension and you can do a filter with measures also. With measures also. I will show you. Let's say here we have a sales region, right? So I want to show the sales region to only for one city. Let's say city. Let's bring this city. You have to place here. Add data field here. You see now? Now I have a bunch of cities, whatever I have here. You see now? Now I am more interested to see only New York City. Now we are in basic filtering. We are in basic filtering. New New York. New York. Yeah, select it. Done. Finish. Your end user will not able to see what is filter applied here. But anyway, he's going to request you to prepare a report only for particular region or particular city. We are going to get that requirement. So where do you filter the data? You are going to apply that filter in this filter pane. I think 1 or 2 days before somebody asking how I want to get only related 2012 data, 2013 data, right? So if you place here year dimension, let me place it. Sorry, let's add it. So here I see filter on this page. Let me add year here. Filter on this page. Yeah. So in date, we have a 4 years, right? Let me take only 1 year, 2014. You see now my slicer is showing only 2014. Again, there is no point of providing this slicer if there is only one year to select. Yes or no? If I select two, again, I don't know who asked me this question, but yesterday or day before yesterday when we were talking about slicer, somebody asked. This is how you can filter out your data. For example, if I place subcategory, no, let's say take region, I'm placing this region in filter on all pages. Now, if I say central, so my entire Power BI, all visuals will be filtered with central. You see here, wherever you go, you will see data only about central. So these are our cool features we have in our Power BI. Getting one is you can filter your visual by adding any dimension, or if you add any dimension on filter on this page, entire page will be filtered by that dimension. Or if you add any dimension on filters on all pages based on your value, entire pages will be filtered. These are three features we have. Is it clear, all of you? Because we didn't do any filter on sales. By default, when you're adding any dimension visuals, right, on visuals, those will be by default you will be see here, though you add it or not. Can you all just give a try? Guys, can you all just give a try? Meanwhile, I'm doing something else for you to showcase. Guys, all of you done? Raju said done. There is one guy, I don't know who is that guy. He has been continuously without fail attending our classes from day one, but he never participate or never given any feedback in survey report. We request you, please do participate in survey or in feedback. And there were two guys, four guys, overall four guys, but out of four guys, two are there who is continuously joining the call without any interruption, without any delay, or without any what you call absent. But they have never given any rating. Please share ratings. Okay, I can show you if you want. I have that report. And guys, if you're all done, let's see. I'm going to show you something else, another cool feature. So what I did here, I just simply, I took this bar chart and I place city here in y-axis, sales in x-axis. If I maximize this here, I have a bunch of cities. But now I wanted to see only top cities here, only top cities, top 10 cities, sorry. So here you see filter on this visual, it's already there. Click on it. This is normal basic filter, how you do in Excel and all. If you check and uncheck, you will get only those records which you all checked. Other than basic filter, you have something called top N and advanced filtering. Let's look at top N. I say top N, top number. That means show item top or bottom. I'm saying top. I want to see top 10 customer. You can say top 15, top 5. Again, it's a static. You can make this as a dynamic also. Again, that is all different way of doing it. Now I'm saying top N, top 10 customer. You see on what by value means on what basis you want to see top 10 cities. That means if I put in simple English, it's saying on what basis you want to see cities, you want to see top 10 cities. On what basis? I'm saying on sales base. So you have to bring the sales and play, you have to place here. Now this, I want to see top 10 cities based on their sales. So now job is not done. You have to click on this apply filter. If you click on apply filter, then only it will capture your filters. You see now, it's now become top 10 customer based on sales. Just now remove these filters. This is also one visuals. You can say this is my top 10 customer. Somewhere else you can place this in your report. What I did again, let me repeat once again. Take one visual. In this visual, I am adding cities in y-axis and sales in x-axis. Okay, now I'm not adding manually those city and sales. This is natural normal behavior of Power BI. When you do any visuals, right, by default it will be selected. Now is all means nothing is filtered here. Click on this. Now take top N. Now I'm saying top 10 cities based on my sales. Again, you read here, add data field here. I'm bringing the sales here. Done. Based on sales, I want to see top 10 cities, but you have to click on this apply filter to see top 10. That's it. Probably you can explore some other also advanced filtering contain. You want to see only those city names which are which has only new. All right, new for example. Say apply. You will see only those cities which has a word called new. You see something like this. You can filter more in detail. Let's say now make it as a top 10 customer by sales. Now do a filter. Could you all just give it a try? So we have different options to customize your requirement, customize your report based on business needs. So we have various options to explore. So guys, let me recollect. Can I have just 1 or 2 minutes quickly, or else what we can do? Yeah, we'll see tomorrow. Not required. Just I wanted to go through those slides what I placed in our Google Drive. So that's it, guys, for today. So if you have any queries, please let's quickly solve your queries. Or else, if you don't have any queries, you can leave the class.
Hello,
Yeah, hi.
I have Abdul Raju this side.
Yeah, hi, Raju.
Yeah, recently I got some error that when I'm just creating a new measure, so when
Mhm.
I'm just typing some my sales data, so it's showing only for the measure, only measure who is already created, not showing my sales and profit column.
Can you make your presenter?
Yeah, yeah.
Make presenter. Yes, Raju. Yeah, those are all measures, right? To see sales, you have to say sum of sales. You have to pass aggregation, mathematical aggregation. You say sum of sales. You see now? Clear? Yes. You're not audible. I guess you have to unmute yourself from your end. Guys, any other queries? I unmuted all of you. Please feel free to ask. So even I want to quickly wrap up this session. I have to leave.
Hello, Abdul.
Yeah, hi.
Hi. Uh, if we want, I have a doubt in the keep filter. Keep filter.
Key, key filter,
Keep.
you're referring to that
Yes.
file, Power BI
So,
desktop.
yeah.
Okay.
No, what I want to check is like if we want to keep two values in that slicer, we have three
Y-
values and we have to just concatenate like and or.
So you see there is a East we hard coded there, right? In that
Yeah.
formula, in the next
Easter.
formula.
Yeah.
So what you
Yes.
have to do, you have to, uh, is my screen is visible? No,
Mm,
no, let me present my screen. Okay. What you have to do,
mm,
we have something like this, right? East in that formula,
yeah.
if I remember
Mm,
correctly. So you have to pass another argument in flower
mm.
brackets,
Oh,
something like this.
okay.
This is one way of doing it. Or you can simply say
Mm-hmm.
or region equal to east or region equal to north.
Okay. I can
There are
use
two ways
pipe
to do it.
also.
You can use pipe also.
Okay.
Okay.
And one more thing, you were saying that in the slicer we kept east and south alone. So today you said that in the filter section, if you go to the filter on the page, so if we filter only for that region, then we can get only those region in the slicer. Is it correct?
Yes, yes. We have various option to customize our report.
Okay.
That's it. Either you go by DAX or you go by default setups or you go by filter pane and all. It's up to you business based on business need. That's it.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, one
Got it.
note for you all. One note for you all. So this is a best practice. Whenever you want to, let's assume you have a one requirement to draw a report. All right. So now that report has some filter also. That report has a filter also to apply in this pane. So first you apply filter, then start building visuals. What you have to do in such scenarios? First you have to add filter here, then
Mm.
start building visuals. This is for all of you. Let me repeat
Okay.
once again. You have a requirement to build this report, and you know that this report should talk only about US country called US. So don't do upfront these all visuals. Later on, you don't add country as a filter. How you have to do? First, you have to bring that country into filters and make it as a US. Then you start building your visuals. So you will see by doing this, you will see good performance, and you can compare these two ways, and you will see the best performance you will get when you add initially country as a filter, as a first step. Getting that is a good practice. You can see the performance impact also in such scenarios. That is a very corner case, but based on our experience, we are just giving you the tips. Okay, guys. Anything else other than this?
Abdul,
Later we change the filter to other
no.
regions. Yeah. It's up to you. Whatever you, Anubhava, whatever you, if you have filters to apply, so you just first apply those filters, then start building your report. Okay. If you start building report first, and again, if you apply filter, right, you won't see any big change. Really, you don't see anything, but internally it will have some meaning. Yeah, somebody's trying to say.
Yeah,
Abdul,
hi Abdul. This is Radha.
Anupama, we are going to see R and Pi next coming classes. Yeah, hi Radha.
Yeah, hi Abdul. Actually, I was unable to submit my report, so because of that, I have a issue with my personal laptop,
Mhm.
and I have right now with me the Chromebook is my office purpose. So
Mhm.
because of that, you couldn't see my reports, submitted reports, anything. But I like your classes and everything, so that's why I will continue with you. And by this weekend, I'll almost submit my all reports. Is that okay, Atul?
Yeah, that's okay because if you have reports already in place, right, you can explore much more better way in tomorrow classes. You will get
Okay.
some hands-on, real hands-on experience. You can
Yes,
sense
yes,
it.
yes.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
that's the only
By
reason.
Monday, I'll be in the up to date.
Yeah, sure, no worries.
Sure. Thank you, Abdul.
Pallavi will
Abdul,
see those KPI and all, right. It's all very small topics. I I intentionally left, but again, if you
Abdul,
can give it a try, right, you can explore this. But don't explore this R pi, because definitely I'm going to come back here, and this decommission, this all last row, right, I will come back here. So intentionally what I left, this funnel chart and this map chart and this water, what do you call this, waterfall chart, and again this KPI will see, will come back again, but only very one or two items I left intentionally. Other than, if you want to give a try, you can give a try from your end. It's not a complex
Okay,
involved there.
okay, sir. Not an issue, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Abdul,
Yes.
Abdul, this is Rashman.
Rishmat.
Abdul, like in your screen, I'm seeing the sales by region chart, right?
See why? What did you see there?
The sales by region chart is there, right?
Sales by region. Yeah, this one. So yeah, this one. Yes.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, if you will select any bar from that, like say like technology, and
Hmm.
if you'll go to the Canva and double click it, there's a pop-up coming like Q&A. What is that?
Yeah. We will see again. That's part of our advanced analytics.
Yeah,
Here you see here. This is also QA. As I said, right. Last row I will
okay.
come back here. QA.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Welcome always. Okay, guys. If you don't have any queries, then I'm closing the session. See you tomorrow.
Hello.
Yes.
I have a doubt in a calculated formula.
Mm-hmm. Calculated.
Can you just explain it? Calculated? What is
Calc.
the uses of calculated?
Okay. Do you understood sumx and uh,
Yeah. Some X and some
context, right?
count. I have no. Yeah.
You understood, right?
Yes.
So let me quickly take my mouse. Let me grab a chair. Okay. Where we have, where did we see that? Where we have, let's take it up, say example. Super. Yes. Yeah, if you see here, so you understood the difference between measures and dimensions first. If not, then let me know. I will explain you once again, because understanding dimension measure is pretty much important in mind. Hello, may I know who asked
Yes,
me this
yes.
question? Is this
Raju,
raised by
sir.
Raju? Ah, Raju. Do
Yes.
you know dimension and measures?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, perfect. Let me again tell you. Measure always numbers,
Okay.
dimension always text. Okay. You cannot do summation on text, yes or no? But you can
Yes.
perform summation on
Measure
numbers.
of.
Mathematical, yeah, numbers. Okay. But what else you can do other than this on text? Probably you can count numbers, count text. For
Yes.
example, city,
Yes.
how many cities are there in our country, or how many states we have in our country, or how many orders placed in particular city. That's all comes under count. Total number of, you would say number of city, probably you can say 25. Number of cities, you can probably say 125. All right. So now you are applying this count operation on your dimensions, but you never
Okay.
do any summation aggregation. Average and max and minimum that cannot be performed on dimension. All right. So now,
Right.
so when you have to do count on dimensions, here
Okay.
I'm trying to count number of orders in New York City. This is my dimension. So I'm applying count X. That will
Okay.
always give me a value, scalar value. It could be 20 value, anything. It's a number of. Okay. If you want to see the sales is a measure, right?
Yes.
Sales is measure.
Yes.
If you want to see number of sales, how much sales we got in New York City. You see this one here.
Yes.
In such scenario, I will use sum X. What I'm measuring here, order sales. You see this one. I'm measuring sales.
Okay.
Earlier, what I am measuring there? I am measuring number of orders. Here, you
Number of.
see
Yes.
orders. Order ID is not a number, right? It's a alphanumeric. It's a alphanumeric called a
Okay.
dimension. So there is a dimension. That's the reason I used context. Here, if you come here, I'm measuring sales. It's a numeric. So I'm using sum X, right? So in calculated, but here you see that syntax. You look at the syntax also.
Okay.
Here first you have to pass table. First argument is a table followed by expression
Expression.
in context and sum X. But if you see the same function in calculated, you can in calculate function you can perform count on dimension. At the same time, you can perform summation, min, max on measure also, right? You have that flexibility by using calculated function. Here you see here what we are measuring here. We are measuring number of orders. Syntax is bit different, but you see here number of orders. We are trying to see the number of orders based on my New York City and New Delhi City. This is dimension, right? Number order ID
Right.
is a dimension.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Let's scroll down where we have if you see this one here, calculate formula, not this one. Yeah, here you see here calculated. You see sum of sales I'm using here. It's a measure. Yes or no?
Yes.
These are all dimension based on my New York City or New Delhi. What are my sales? We are performing this expression. Remember this expression. This my expression is in measure. My expression is in dimension. Either your expression is in measure or dimension, doesn't matter. Calculate gives you the value. But here, if you go to context and sumx, right, you have restriction there. You always pass those expression which are really suits to that function. If you are using context, then you have to pass dimension as a measure. If you are using sumx, then in measures you have to pass sales. Getting? But again, if you don't know how to use this, just forget about this. Simply go ahead with this calculated formula. You just remember this syntax, go ahead with this. Forget about context and sumx. Clear?
Okay, I'll try.
Yeah. Guys, any other queries? Thank you so much for your time. See you tomorrow.
Abdul, Abdul,
Yes. Yes, my
Abdul,
dear.
this Rashmant again. Like
Reshmant.
previously, we were working on the super show data, right? There was a measure with CY sales, current year sales.
Yeah, current year sales, yes.
Yeah, could you explain the current year sales, just how to calculate the current year sales for a particular city or
Current year sales, YTD. Current year
no,
sale,
it's
YTD, right?
CY
Total
sales.
YTD. Yeah, total
Yeah,
YTD,
yeah,
that is total
yeah.
YTD.
Yeah, I
See,
was. Yeah.
total YTD is very simple, very, very simple. I think, where did I place that example? Did I place? No worries. I have here something like this.
Yeah.
Some random values. Now tell me from this, what is my current year?
It's
What is my
20,
current year? Uh-huh.
2021.
2020. Sorry, 2020 is a current year. 2021 is a current year. Okay, what if I have something like this? Now tell me what is current year in this context?
It's 2018.
2018 is a current year. So you're on right track. So Power BI also never look at your current date of your system. Now actually where we are in, we are actually in 2022, right? We are in 2022,
Yeah.
right? But my Power BI never look at this current year date, system date. It always look at the data.
Yeah.
Within this data, what is latest year? That will be considered as a current year. So when it comes to total YTD, that means year to date, full form, year to date. So when you say total YTD, it will take current year. This is as a 2018 will be as a current year. From this, it will sum up these three values. How much 328 is a sum of these three cells. So simply it will return this value. That's it. Getting now?
So if we are doing CY sales measure,
Mhm.
we will apply total YTD and the sum will be for the order sales, right?
Some will be order
Order,
sales. Yes.
order
Yes.
sales to order.
Order sales to order date. Yes.
Yeah,
That's true.
when I was doing after applying the order sales, I wasn't getting the order date, so I had to first type the order date and I had to go back to order sales because I don't know some sort of confusion.
So what is syntax here? You see, are you following the syntax properly? Or
Yeah, yeah.
current year? Yeah, current year sales. You see now, this is my total YTD. My syntax says measures total sum of sales. Okay, this
Yeah.
part is done. Now we have to pass the
Yeah.
reference, right? So we are passing order date. So we are saying, hey, to this function, hey, go to this column. What we are saying in English, to this YTD, go to this column. From this column, take
Okay.
latest year. So in this year, we have it 2014 is the latest year, current year. So
Okay.
it will sum
Yeah.
up this 2014 data and it will pass the sales, sum of sales.
Yeah.
Look at the syntax and follow.
Yeah.
You don't get
Yeah.
any challenges.
Yeah. Actually, when I was typing the syntax from the start, like total ITD,
Okay,
sale, some order sales, it
can
was
you present your screen if you
very
want? I will help you out. You want to share your screen or you want
actually.
to give a try, then you will come
Just,
back.
yeah, I'll give it a try and I'll let you know
You
tomorrow
give a
because
try. Yeah, though no
in my
worries
syntax
always. You can
getting
just give
hard.
a try, but make sure to remember the syntax. Don't forget syntax.
Yeah.
I think only you're
Yeah. Sure.
incorrectly mentioning the arguments. That is only one reason. Okay, anyway, thank you so much, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time. See you tomorrow.
Yeah. Thank you.
Bye bye. Any other queries, guys, before I close? Thanks. We'll see you tomorrow.